Welcome to our first episode of Chasing Answers. My name is Nick, and these episodes are going to be a little bit different from our investigation videos. These episodes will be a little more personal. We're going to talk about crazy experiences, haunted locations, and more, so keep checking back to this channel for additional content. So before we go into today's video, please hit that subscribe button for our channel, and we thank you very much for your support. So activity started in April, and that was first noticed by my dad, who saw a figure in the house. Now my dad has eye issues, he's got problems with his vision, and he's also a little older, so I didn't really take it as serious as probably as I should have. So I'll let him tell you right now what he actually saw.
I was watching television. Suddenly I saw something on the right by the door. I looked, it's a woman, about 35, fair complexion, and she was in a beige suit. And she was looking in her purse. I thought it was Nick's friend. So I said, hi. She didn't answer. I looked back at the television. The next thing I know, I looked back and she was gone. Just like she had never been before.
Was she solid or was she see-through?
Solid. Just like a human being standing there, and I thought it was one of your friends. But evidently she was not, because poof, she was gone.
And when you said hi, did she acknowledge you?
Nothing.
And what did you see her doing?
Looking in a purse. She was looking for something.
So things went quiet for a few months, and then it's been little things, like the dog being fixated on something that isn't there, or you see something out of the corner of your eye, taps inside a room. We never got a malicious feeling from whatever was here, but as a paranormal investigator, I know that one of the first rules you learn is never investigate your own home. So I drew the line in the sand and wanted to establish boundaries. I called out to the spirits in the home and said, you need to leave, you're not welcome here, that sort of thing. The thing is, when I did my speech, I decided to put a recorder on to see if there was any backlash of any kind, so I'd get a sense whether the spirit's okay or something else. So I'll play you that recording because we in fact did get an interesting response. So there's been some strange things going on, and decided to do a quick, hey, you need to leave. If you came over, you gotta go. So as soon as I put on this recorder, we ended up getting a name of maybe whoever this is. So check this out. To me, that sounds like the name Karen. Check it out again. So now we have the name Karen. Now, being a paranormal investigator and doing client cases, we have relationships with a few psychic mediums. I asked one to do a read on my home. All that was provided was a photo of the outside of the house. The medium came back shortly with the name Karen and described her appearance. Interestingly enough, this matched exactly what my dad had told me. The medium also mentioned the purse which she was gripping. Karen said that she didn't mean any harm and tries to keep quiet. She likes the house and is not associated to it in any way. We also found out she was a big Deep Purple fan. While the medium communicated with Karen, it was mentioned that every time they spoke, the medium felt a pain in the chest and stomach area and believed this could have been the cause of death. We were told she was all about her purse because she was robbed. We asked the medium to find out where she was from, and we were told the letter O was shown. Upon further interrogation and some paranormal therapy, we got the last name for Karen, and this cracked this case wide open. Karen Bentz was from the Akron, Ohio area and was born August 1st, 1952. She was murdered at the age of 18 on April 28, 1970. She was killed while walking from her parents' house that evening. She was walking just 4 blocks between her parents' home and her apartment when she was attacked. Her body was found the next morning approximately 6 miles from her apartment. She had been stabbed 7 to 8 times in the chest. She was not raped and she was found fully clothed and face down. There was no purse or ID, so she was identified by her initials on her class ring. Karen had a 3-year-old daughter named Lori who was at Karen's parents' house at the time of the murder. Karen had 2 jobs, one at Lawson's, which was a small dairy store, and another at Red Barn, which was a fast food restaurant. A white uniform type dress, penny loafers, and a girdle were found less than a mile from her body. After being a cold case for almost 50 years, just this past September, with the advancement in forensics, this helped identify her potential killer, Gus Safaras. Gus had a long history of attacks against women and was given a not guilty verdict of one girl. However, he's currently awaiting trial for the murders of another woman and Karen. It is currently unknown if this man is her killer. We were told she sobbed and did not want to see Gus's photo because it was too painful. One of the most fascinating pieces of information was that she died at 18 years old, but my dad had seen her looking mid to late 30s. The medium said she looked more like in the mid-40s. Karen's age today would be 68. Karen said that she aged herself because it was one of the few things she could do to try and feel normal. As far as where Karen came from, she may have wanted to move away from the tragedy of Ohio. She says she doesn't really remember how she got here. Now, we've been to Ohio multiple times in the last couple of years, and it's very possible that she just followed us back. One thing that Karen said that was interesting is that she told the medium that she feels she can go to the light but wasn't sure if she had to. Either way, we got our answer to who was in the home, and now things are back to being quiet. With the information that we now know, the day that we heard Karen's voice was the day after her birthday on August 2nd. I've said it many times before, there are no such things as coincidences.